Skywalkers, new and old, welcome back to more Spark King. And today I'd like to talk to you about 3 important facts, 2 of which address the fact that the developers are actually listening to the community and are making the due adjustments and additions to the game, and 1 bad thing addressing the community and how they've been feeling about certain elements in the game. 1 element in particular addresses Teen Gohan. But with that said, let's jump right into the first thing, which is Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta. Now, when the first bit of gameplay was coming out for Sparking Zero, which is when the likes of Syriax, Afro Senju, Nanogenics, and the Kuba were being flown out, well, they went to, they invited to play a demo for the first demo for the Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. 1 bad thing that the community noticed, I personally noticed while watching Syriax's gameplay, when he went into Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, it cost 3 stocks, if I'm not mistaken, 3 stocks of energy for a buff, not even a transformation, a buff that only lasts around 15 seconds, 20 seconds if I'm not mistaken. The cost to benefit ratio of using Super Saiyan Blue Evolution is just meh at that point. Like, you honestly wouldn't find yourself using that transformation. I personally wouldn't find myself using that buff because it just costs so much and I'd be pressured to do so much in such a little time. Now, another thing, I feel that it downplays the transformation in general because Super Saiyan Blue Evolution is one of the transformations for Vegeta that's on the cover of the game. It's literally one of the things that sells you on why you should get the game. It's right there on the cover, and then only for it doesn't last that long. It really does take the meaning away from the transformation, number 1. Another way that it's downplayed is the fact that unlike a lot of transformations in Super Saiyan Blue Evolution has a lot of attachment, a lot of meaning for Vegeta of why he had to achieve that form. It's not like Super Saiyan, but it has something like that. There was a trigger, there's a reason why Vegeta had to push past his limits, because the likes of Bulma were actually, trusting in him. He has a family to protect, Vegeta being a family man now, it's one of the times where he shows that he actually really genuinely cares. He's always cared about his family and all that, but Super Saiyan Blue Evolution was him achieving that out of the necessity to want to protect his family, and I guess the universe at large. And again, that's how the transformation was just, downplayed. So it's really good news to know that Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta finally got a buff that lasts apparently more than a minute. It seems it lasts more than a minute actually, because I was checking out some gameplay and I just happened to notice that the guy who was playing used the buff for so long and did so much while still in that state that he even swapped out characters to Ultimate Gohan, if I remember correctly. But this buff doesn't come at a cost. Yes, it actually comes at the cost of 5 blast stocks. 5 blast stocks. This buff is now leverage. You either make the greatest comeback in the match because of Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta, or you actually take the biggest L. So I like the fact that they buffed it, but at the same time they made it seem like you gotta really think about the fact that you're gonna use this buff, because you're gonna leave yourself open. You can't go into sparking mode for a bit, wait for your blast stock to recharge. And another thing that's gonna be, I feel like it's gonna be really busted with Super Saiyan 3 Evolution, is the fact that if you can combine sparking mode with Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta, that is a recipe for disaster for whoever you're fighting against. I truly believe that in that one sparking mode you can honestly take somebody down if you find the correct combinations for it. But yeah, that's the first part of the good news. Thanks to the developers for listening to us for, just buffing up Vegeta. And moving on to the second point, costumes. Now, in a recent article, we got confirmation, and even in the recent Gamescom trailer, we got confirmation of Goku having the Yard Rat outfit. Now, one thing I've always believed, prior to the announcement of Sparking, just, off the top of my mind, entertaining it, I've always believed that if there's one Dragon Ball game that's going to make Bandai money, and that's going to make the Dragon Ball community happy, it's going to be a Sparking game. Why? There's no other Dragon Ball game that gets everything right to the T like a Sparking game, especially in terms of costumes, because these things can be milked in the future in terms of downloadable content. Now, I know we all hate DLC, man. Everybody just wants to buy a full game and just get it over and done with. But Bandai gotta make that money, and what better way than to go into the minute details of costumes. And here are some costumes I just wanted to share with you guys. So already got confirmation of the Yard Rat outfit, but Another outfit that definitely needs to be there is Vegeta's signature Batman pink shirt. That that definitely has to be in the game, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, y'all guys gotta agree. That's the shirt that he wore at the beginning of the Android saga. Definitely has to be there. And I honestly have nothing to say. It just has to be there, man. The second outfit is Goku's little filler outfit, which is from just before the Cell games actually started. Goku wore this orange jacket with I don't know if those are chinos or I don't know what pants those are, but yeah, that whole outfit that Goku had during that whole filler arc, that needs to be there. And another two outfits that need to be there from the driving school arc is Goku's little tropical shirt with him rocking a jean and some sneakers, and Piccolo with God knows what Piccolo's rocking, man. But yo, man, that is some 1990s type of put the cap behind your hair. I don't know what the hell Piccolo's rocking here, man. Even the color scheme's like whoa. But yeah, nah, this definitely needs to be in the game. And just to end up the video, ladies and gentlemen, the last point is, yeah, not really any bad news pertaining to the game, but it's just around the community. Now, everybody's probably noticed at this point that there are people who nitpick at the game at this point. And, you know, I'm personally not surprised. You know, there's no such thing as a perfect concept where there aren't people gonna complain. But I swear, man, some of the things that people are complaining about, bro, are just out of this world. And one particular point, which was in Team Gohan, is his Super Saiyan 2 hairline. Man, there are people who are going crazy over that. And I just don't understand why. And that's one thing that people are always crying about, that, oh no, it needs to be anime accurate, or it's just lame. And no, I'm like, guys, every Dragon Ball game is unique. Xenoverse looks the way it does, even though I don't like it because I think every character in there just looks like some stiff Vaseline characters. It's just Xenoverse. Fighters has been praised as being the closest thing to anime accurate, and it looks good. It's its own thing. Let Spark King be its own thing. And in my personal opinion, I think it even tops the way those two games look. You'd swear, of all things that you can complain about for Spark King Zero, you're complaining about a hairline for a transformation that you're not even going to be paying attention to most of the time that you're playing a game. Here's what's going to happen. People are going to play, the game from the Saiyan saga, right? All the way to the Frieza saga, getting into the Android and Cell saga, and then Gohan's going to appear. Only at that point are they going to remember that Gohan with that, quote unquote weird hairline is now about to show himself. But if that is going to be banished from their minds, the thoughts are going to betray them, because they're going to be just too, overwhelmed by just the presence of Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Then when the battle against Cell is over, Gohan defeats Cell, but then he blows himself up, then comes back, then one more battle takes place, Father-Son Kamehameha against Solar Kamehameha. Then they're again gonna, only at the end of the arc, they're gonna look at the transformation, the end of the battle, and then they're gonna be like, oh no, it's that hairline again, and they're gonna forget about it. It just goes to show, like, 95% of the things in this game, 98 of the things are really good. There's just those few things here and there that just need to be fixed up, or which will be fixed up before the game comes out. If not, they'll be fixed up after the game comes out. But one thing that you can't be complaining about is a whole goddamn hairline, guys. Yeah, we can't be complaining about that. But either way, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. It's just that the whole hairline thing, it's not really a game breaker. It's not a game breaking bug, man. You know how many game breaking bugs you get in today's world, and you're gonna complain about a hairline? Enough said. If you enjoy content like this, or any Spark King Zero content that you'd like to see in the future, even after the game comes out, be sure to hit that subscribe button, be sure to hit that like button, be sure to hit that share icon, man, just hit everything right there, man. If you didn't like the video, you didn't dislike, hey man, you're entitled to your own opinion, you can go ahead and dislike. But otherwise, that's the end of the video, and I will see you live from space in the future, Skywalkers. Peace.